Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Mallorca Under the Sun, and today I am on the northeast coast of Mallorca. I am in Port Pollenca. So if you come and stay with us here up in Port Pollenca, it's the perfect location to not only have a fabulous beach holiday and also to enjoy the views around this very beautiful corner of the island, but you're perfectly positioned to go and visit Alcudia Old Town, which is just a couple of kilometres along the coast here. Alternatively, in the hills up behind me and ahead of me is capped Formentor as well, which has a lovely walkway to possibly the most jaw-dropping views of the island, which is just maybe a 5 to 10 minute drive away from Port Pollenca. Or from here you could actually hike up the road without any problems during the autumn to spring months as well. Now I'm starting my walk down by the Hotel Miramar, and sadly, Port Pollenca is a very sorry sight at the moment, and the hotel is in fact boarded up, as you can see here, and there is a sign that says that the next opening will be the 1st of April 2021, but as you can see it hasn't actually happened yet. So we're going to just walk down through the resort here, and as you can see there are some restaurants open this afternoon, which is really nice to see, and they're filled with some German tourists, some French tourists, and also lots of locals as well. And we're just coming up here to the Cispins Hotel as well, and it has the same season opening date of April 2021, and there is an open door, so there are people in there probably checking and maintaining the hotel, so let's hope they're starting to get things ready. And as you can see as well with the Cispins, it has a lovely cafe area as well, a dining area right in front of the hotel. So this is a fantastic place to stay if you're thinking of coming up to Port Pollenca. So we're just heading to the beginning of the Pine Walk here, the famous Pine Walk, which runs all the way around the coast of the resort. And it's marked out by the start of the pine trees, which you can see just ahead of these palm trees in front of me. We've got some fabulous restaurants up here, as well as ice cream shops as well, as you can see here. I'll definitely be stopping for one of these on the way back from my walk today. Now this is just such a fantastic resort because there's so many little cafes here with possibly the best sea views that you could possibly hope to get on the island. Just passing the Velomar restaurant as well, and it's so popular here in the summer as well, so just crawl off the beach and pop into one of these cafes and grab some lunch. Now, as you can see behind me, it's absolutely beautiful today, but the temperature did drop down here on the island over the past 48 hours and it's absolutely freezing. There are a few people going for a swim, but I've got my coat on and today it is not coming off. Now, the pine walk down here has something of legendary status. It's where people come for a early morning stroll or an after dinner stroll as well, and you just get the best views of the Bay of Pollença. I mean, it's absolutely stunning, and the sea colour down here is just astounding. So this is one of my favourite corners of the island. Now, Port Pollenca is made up of several beaches, and we're just passing another small one here. Not all of them are lifeguarded during the summer months, so just bear that in mind if you do have really small kids. But as well as the much larger beaches at the other end of the resort, you get these much smaller beaches further down here, and it's perfectly possible to wander down here and be sometimes, well, just one of the very few people on the sands here. And all along the Pine Walk too as well, you can see self-catering accommodation, private accommodation. There's signs up here as well saying flat to rent. www.pinewalk.info if you're interested. So I've just come to this pier just to look out across the bay, because fans of the TV series The Night Manager will see one of the properties that was actually used in the TV series, and I'll just zoom in here so you can get a better look. Now, with all the restrictions that we do have in place over here in Mallorca, you must wonder what life is like. And I can say actually it's quite chilled. Just passed a group out fishing this afternoon, and over on this platform here there's another group doing yoga as well. So life is pretty much going on as normal, but with a few restrictions in place. But it's really nothing, there really is nothing here that should put you off from having a safe holiday here on the island. Now, some of these pine trees have been here for absolutely years. I mean, you can see this one is practically growing into the sea. As is this one too. But it really does add to the charm of Port Pollenca. And during the hot summer months as well, it just does make this walk so much more shaded as well. So you can come down here really at any time of the day, and if needs be, just jump in the sea for a quick dip as you walk along to cool off. Now, for me, coming out here, I mean, it's just such a a privilege, and I really try not to take for granted being able to pop up to the northeast coast as well, because for me it really is a lovely day out, especially since we can't leave the islands at the moment, and I feel like I'm actually on holiday for you if you're watching this from outside of Mallorca. And wow, I'm passing actually a beautiful hotel. This is the Ilador. And I do believe as well that this is also closed. Now, with the tourists that are here at the moment, I'm not 100% sure where they are staying, because I've only seen a couple of hotels open in Arenal, just behind the airport in Palma. But this hotel just looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you've got a swimming pool here, which they've tried to maintain over this winter period, which is right in front of the sea's edge here, and of course a little beach in front of me too. And also as well, I mean, when you're considering coming out here on holiday, you need kind of a lot of reassurance, I guess, with the whole pandemic and the virus, to know that if you do come out here, you can have a safe holiday, as it were. And somewhere like Port Pollenca, I mean, it's a long way from the city centre of Palma, obviously. This summer, due to the nature of the pandemic, it's never going to be so packed as it has been in previous years, but this resort has always had a reputation of being a little bit calmer than the others, and I think because of PCR testing and quarantine rules and the expense of that you're just not going to see the same levels of tourism that we've had in previous years. So if you do get the chance to come out here, it will be well worth the opportunity to research some places to stay. Okay, so we're just coming to the end of the Pine Walk here, which has been cordoned off by a sign saying we're now entering a military zone. So I think this is a pretty good place to end our walk. So thanks very much for joining me on my walk along the Pine Walk here in Puerto Pollenca. Now don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit that notifications bell so you will be alerted as to when I upload my next video to YouTube. And just to let you know, all of that is completely free. Okay, so thanks very much again everyone, and until my next video, goodbye for now.